Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 14. My name is MadScientist06, EA Sports Game Changer. Welcome to my Dynasty series, episode 14. Looks like I am now level 3 in my offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator that following behind me. We're leveling up a little bit. And guess who's coming to dinner? We got a couple players that are ready to visit. They're ready to visit, so that's good. We'll set that up. And it's important to do that as early as possible so that you can schedule them as late as possible. The later you schedule them, the more points you'll earn from that visit. And that's a new change this year. EA actually interviewed a number of college recruiters. And that's what they said, bringing in the recruits later in the year actually made more of an impact. So our boy Lou Johnson, still in the league. Looking at this screen, we see that Cal is 225 points behind us. But the crazy thing is last week they were 305 points behind us. So they're making some ground up, and we can't see that on this screen. The other three teams, the number 3 team was 1,500 behind us. So now they're all really rapidly falling, and you don't really see that from this screen. So although we're in the lead, it's great to be number 1. Cal is gaining on us, and so that will help us make a decision whether or not we still need to give this guy max points. If we want him to retain the lead, we got to do as best we can, and that means maxing out. Now, this other guy, Bob Jones, it doesn't look too bad, but last week he was number 1. And so this screen, none of these screens tell you what happened in terms of the change of relative position. So that's something that we also need to focus on, okay? So he's ready to schedule a visit, so we're going to schedule a visit and keep on moving from there. So we want him to come during the big game, last game of the year that we can get him in. Right now, that's Oregon State. And you can see there are 2 type of visits, complimentary and competitive this year. If you bring someone in for a competitive visit, that's going to get you some negative points. The recruiter isn't going to like that because you're bringing him in, say you're bringing in a wide receiver with 5 other wide receivers already attending the game. So you want to do complimentary, say a quarterback, running back, offensive tackle. That's a competitive advantage or a competitive visit. All right, so Pope is looking good. Mike Brown is killing right now. 1,520 lead on the rest of the schools. So we're doing well with him. All right, so let's spend some time on this screen because this is very important here, the top school screen. At the top, you see the recruiting battle. So it looks like there's a lot of time before we actually get a lock cutoff where the teams that are still in the hunt above will still be able to recruit, and the ones below won't be able to unless they can break through that lock using one of the coach skills. So then to the far left, we have the bonuses that the player gets from each school. And then the next column is, so who's in the lead? Our boy's in the lead. Mike Breezy, the next team down, is 1,500 points away, and they actually lost 440 points. So the momentum is with us because everybody else is getting left behind. Nobody's gaining momentum. So that's pretty good. So it's a lot of different things. On the far right, you see something that looks like a piece of paper with a pen. That means those are the schools that have currently offered scholarships. So we have a ways before the lock is in place, but right now our lead is firm. Like we're in such a good position that we can relax a little bit. At least I think we can. So anyway, so we're moving forward. So like I said, Mike Brown is looking so good that I'm confident enough I'm going to take some points away. He's automatically getting some points. So even if we set him at 0, he's still getting enough points that maybe he'll stay ahead. So Pharrell's number one. Everybody else is going down. A lot of people offer him scholarships. He's very popular recruit. John Casey is ready to visit. So we're going to schedule him. We're going to try to schedule him, have him come in with that Oregon State game too. So that's it. So we got him. He's good to go. He's got a sizable lead too, so we might come back and take some points from him. You can also tell he's in a pipeline, so he's getting some pipeline love. Now he's 90 speed, but what we really like from him is that he's 6'3". So that's important. Height is important in a cornerback, even though he's 60 OVR. So if you recall, he actually was 59 at first, and so as we scouted him, he's getting a little bit better. So he might continue to get better and even surprise us. Christian, I'm a little concerned with. He's behind a lot. So we're not doing bad with Lot. 330 bonus points is pretty good. He's not the fastest guy though. And he's got a good spectacular catch, but his regular catch is not all that good. So we'll see. We may have to make a decision on this guy whether or not we want him. But he's actually gone down a little bit. Not too much, and we're maxing him out, so there's not too much else we can do. So we'll have to look at that. Maybe we just don't have the juice to keep this guy. Because we're not having that much of an impact. So we'll see. So we're going to bring in old James Capps along with the rest of the crew. Just going to bring in everybody going at Oregon State. Big game. Bringing them in. Hopefully we can get a last bit of points. Patrick Bruner. He's kicking too. We want to give him a little bit more points because I believe we just put him on the board last week. So looks like he's doing all right. Power back, I like that. He's not happy about playing time. There are already 4 running backs on the team. I can understand that. He's a power back with 75 truck. That's sort of a misrepresentation, isn't it? To be a power back. Chris Bailey's moving up a little bit. Not ready to visit though. 6'3", strong safety though. Gotta love that. So I'm deciding to put some more points on him. If we're going to keep him, we're going to max out and try to get this guy up to number 1. Alright, so we're looking at Lewis Gray. We just put him on the board too, I believe, and he made a big jump, but he's still way behind. So he and Anthony Wright. But I believe we just added these guys. So we're going to be a little bit patient and see what happens. So anyway, just moving the points around a little bit, trying to give them guys some juice moving forward. So we're about to advance. Stay tuned for episode 15. Subscribe, like. Let's go. Just so you can get updated with every new episode. Alright, see you next episode. Peace.